Today, the main things we are going to talk about are Princess Excursions, Princess Easy Air, some things I just think you need to keep your eye on. Also, we're going to talk about cruises that have been delayed or canceled due to technical troubles. We've got Hurricane Raphael still causing some trouble, and Princess did a whole new press announcement today about their 2026 World Cruise, and so we're going to talk that over as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Let's start at the very top talking about some things I think you need to keep your eye out for with Princess Excursions. First of all, Princess Excursions, you book your excursion with the cruise line and you think that you're done. Come to find out, we need to keep an eye on our excursions, and we also need to account for our excursions. So keeping an eye on our excursions, go check your travel summary. It'll list all the excursions that you've got. Look at your booking inside of your account on princess.com and make sure that all of the excursions that you have booked are still there. So this means that when you book an excursion for your cruise line, you should make a note of it. Make a note of how you paid for it, how much it cost, whether you applied onboard credit to it. Make sure that you keep a ledger for each cruise, and I know that seems like overkill, but it is not an easy thing to track down otherwise. So make sure you do that for all the excursions that you buy. Also, be aware that sometimes either suppliers cancel excursions. Sometimes if they tweak the time on an excursion, then the system will automatically cancel it. So rather than an excursion maybe leaving at 8:30, it's going to leave at 9 o'clock. I found out that makes it cancel, and they don't send you an email when they cancel your excursion for any reason. They don't send your travel agent an email either. And so that's why we all need to go in routinely and check and make sure that our excursions are there. The hard thing is that sometimes if they cancel one because, for example, they moved the time for a half an hour, often the price goes up. And I've seen this going on a lot lately, so keep an eye on your excursions. The next thing that I want to make sure everybody keeps an eye on is their Princess Easy Air flights. It's happened a couple of times now, and it's to the point you need to keep an eye on your Princess Easy Air flights. Sometimes people have had their flights canceled recently on their booking and have not been told about it. All right? If you get a credit back on your credit card from Princess and it's for your Easy Air flight being canceled, that's not the way we want to find out what's going on. And so keep an eye on your Princess Easy Air flights. Keep an eye on your Princess Easy Air flights. Next, what's going on with the Island Princess? So we've got a Let's Go family member on the Island Princess right now. It was in Tuni today, TUNIS for Carthage, the stop there, and she is having technical troubles, the Island Princess is. They are having some engine issues. They had, our guests had no hot water in their cabin and wet carpet. The lights went out for a very short time, and I love, though, that our Let's Go family member is always confident that they're going to get it fixed, and I'm confident they're going to get it fixed as well. This happens to be a Mediterranean cruise, clearly noting where they are right now, but I love that she pointed out all they needed is a nice drink to sit back and have a lovely dinner and enjoy their vacation. So that is truly making a lemonade out of lemons. So that's a great example for us to bring our patience and enjoy where we are. But quick update on the Island Princess, and I'm going to add, yesterday someone out of the blue called me. I don't even have a cruise booked for them or anything, and they asked me about the Island Princess. And so let me tell you a little bit about what I think about the Island Princess. The Island Princess was redone at the same time the Coral Princess does. They are considered sister ships, and they rearranged the ships a little bit, added more cabins, and at the same time, one of the really popular things that people like on Princess Cruises is the International Cafe. Now, the International Cafe on the Coral Princess is small. They still have a variety of things every day, but it's still like we think of like the traditional glass case, and you can go up, order your coffee, whatever, get what you want out of the case there. But on the Island Princess, it is right there by the bar that wraps around kind of by the piazza. So think of the piazza off to the side. I want to say it's the Good Spirits bar, but if I'm wrong, don't be upset with me. But when you want to get something from the International Cafe there, you walk around the side of the bar over kind of by where the windows are, and there's a case there on the counter, and they still have, in the mornings, they have croissants. In the afternoons, they have sandwiches, a nice variety of things, but it's really much smaller. I did notice that both times we were on the Island Princess, and if I walked up to the case and it wasn't quite as full, or you wondered if they had, there was an empty spot and you wanted to say, what else do you have? They were always really anxious to pull anything that they had available right out of, right around the corner there, probably a little kitchen area there. But they do a really good job of keeping it stocked. That is the thing I think that most people don't like the Island Princess for as much. They've got a little bit of a different dining venue lineup. And so I just wanted to put out there, she's an amazing ship. We went on 2 cruises on her, and before then I'd been a little worried, but we signed up due to the itinerary, and I absolutely love the Island Princess. So I'm sure that they are going to get what is wrong with her fixed, and it's going to be a wonderful voyage. So I know that people do worry about that ship, and so I just wanted to put that out there and let you know we had 2 magnificent cruises. They were both 2 weeks long each, and I would do them again in a heartbeat. All right, next up, Hurricane Raphael. I just wanted to let you know quickly that Carnival has announced that they have 3 ships that have been impacted by that hurricane. They've had to make some changes in their itinerary. It is the Carnival Valor, the Miracle, and the Horizon. And so if you happen to be sailing on those ships, let us know how everything is going. And if you have not been on a cruise yet and you're a little bit worried about going on a cruise when there could potentially be a hurricane, it's always a worry. Hurricane season stretches for a long chunk of the year down in the Caribbean, but at the same time, I really do think that you can, well, absolutely, I know you can count on the cruise line to keep their crew and their passengers safe. They also want to keep their ships safe because those are huge investments for them, but they'll take good care, and so it's not on my list of worries when I book a cruise, okay? We've also got Royal Caribbean, just to kind of line everything up and give you a picture of what's going on right now. Their ship, the Voyager of the Seas, was due to start her transatlantic. She's coming out of dry dock. She is due to start her transatlantic starting on November 10th, but because of projected bad weather, they are going to start on the 11th instead. Okay, so just a 1-day delay there. It's not supposed to impact the rest of their voyage. And then the other one that I think you need to be aware of is Spectrum of the Seas. So Spectrum of the Seas has had to cancel their first sailing out of Singapore. She's home ported usually in China. She just moved over to start running 4-day cruises out of Singapore, and they have had to cancel their very first one there that was supposed to leave on November 10th. So that kind of brings you up to date with who's getting canceled. And with that one on Royal Caribbean, I will add that they just had to cancel on Spectrum of the Seas. Everyone gets, of course, a full refund. They get a 50% future cruise credit and a $200 credit towards any travel arrangement changes that the guests have to make. If you are someone that likes to follow along different ports, the Port of Galveston has just announced what their 2025 celebration year is going to look like as they celebrate the 200th anniversary of the port there in Galveston. So if you live in that area, I am really looking forward to hearing from all of you. Share some of the events that they've got going on to celebrate. It sounds like they're going to have a big party on May 22nd of 2025, which is National Maritime Day. They are going to have a party on the pier October 17th of 2025 that's open to everyone. They're going to have a bicentennial gala for the port there on October 18th, and so I'll be really looking forward to it. And if you are someone who likes to collect books about maritime history or about ports, things like that, they are Galveston Wharves is compiling a really special book for this bicentennial, and it's supposed to come out in October of 2025. So mark your calendar if you want to track down one of those books. Next up, let's talk about Princess's very special world cruise that they are doing for 2026. Before I tell you all about that though, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, will you please go ahead and hit that subscribe button? And if you appreciate my updates, will you please give this video a thumbs up? Now, the Princess World Cruise initially was a world cruise in the way that we think about traditional world cruises. It has been changed to a 131-day Circle the Pacific cruise because it is avoiding the Suez Canal, the Red Sea, and that whole region there. And so as they made this, I think they really did go out of their way to include a lot of ports that they don't usually visit and do some in-depth port stops in certain regions. Okay, so this cruise is going to depart from Fort Lauderdale on January 5th of 2026, and if you want, so that's for the 131-day version, and then if you want to take the 115-day portion of the cruise, it leaves Los Angeles on January 21st of 2026, and the whole cruise ends on May 16th of 2026 there in Los Angeles. So if you want to get on a cruise round trip from the United States to go see so much of the world, this is a really good time to do it. The key is to know that you need to book it early to get all of the perks that go with it. So let me tell you the perks, and then I'm going to tell you some highlights and things that I would like to if I were going to get to go on this cruise. I'm also going to tell you the things that they are including as events on the cruise. So first of all, if you book this cruise, either the 131-day version or the 115-day version by December 31st of 2024, you are given the premier package. So that's going to give you all the specialty dining you want, all of your Wi-Fi, all of your beverages, everything like that is going to be included. So you're not going to have to pay for your cruise fare and then decide to pay for Wi-Fi for that many days or to pay for the gratuities. You get that premier package plus all the photos that you want. How cool would that be to have all the photos that you want for the whole time? You also get the unlimited juice bar and those specialty coffees, those premium desserts, all of those ultimate fitness classes that you want. It's really wonderful. You are also going to get $500 of onboard credit. You're going to get free Princess Easy Air for the first 2 guests in the cabin. You get, if you book a balcony stateroom or lower, you're going to get an economy plane ticket. And if you book a mini suite or a suite, you get to have a first class ticket. And then you also are going to get your free transfers to take you, between the airports and the ship. So that's wonderful. So, and during the course of the cruise, you think, I have 131 days. What am I going to do with so many days to travel? They're going to have a lot of cultural enrichment. They talk about language classes, dance classes, instrument lessons, locally inspired culinary offerings, cocktails, wine, everything to do with that. They're going to have destination special events, so special sailaways. They're going to have entertainment from a lot of the ports, including, it says, Honolulu and Auckland. They are going to have guest lectures who cover everything from art and history, maritime, World War II historians are coming on board, bridge lecturers, and destination ambassadors from various destinations. So they're going to keep you busy. You're not going to have time to get bored. Now, a few things that just stood out. I looked at the whole itinerary. I really like what they are doing up in Asia. They have a lot of ports. If you're thinking that you want to get to see a lot of Japan, a lot of Southeast Asia, they cover that well. They cover the South Pacific. When they say that it is a Circle the Pacific, it's a Circle the Pacific and go to all the places kind of cruise. So if that's what you've been looking for, I think it's a good, I would take this, because you know what, if things settle down a little bit in the region of the world that has the Red Sea and that region there that they're avoiding at this time, that's where world cruises are going to go again. So to have the opportunity to take a 131-day cruise that focuses on circling the Pacific and visiting all of these places, I think is a really unique situation. And so if you need help booking it, you can ask me. I'm delighted to do that. But if you are truly have the time and the budget to be gone this long, I would definitely look this over and certainly book it by December 31st so that you get all of those perks. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Let me know if you are booked on this cruise. It'll be fun to follow along if you are. Join our Facebook page and take us with you. But I really appreciate you all being here today. If you happen to be on a cruise, no matter what cruise line, let us know in the comments how everything is going. We really look forward to hearing about your experiences. So thanks for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.